Everyone, thank you so much for joining us.
Wlbt's First Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information. From your morning commute to your afternoon drive, we're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. Wlbt First Alert Weather Plus. WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is committed to your safety with 6 hours of continuous team coverage.
This is a relentless storm, Dave.
We're fortunate we all made it out alive.
And our network of sky cams across the state alerting you to danger, bringing you live footage of tornadoes as they touch down in Wathau County.
Look at this, Chase. Guys, look at that.
This is ground zero almost. I mean, this is really hard to stomach, like I said.
We take our commitment to being on your side seriously, and together we're Mississippi Strong. Weekdays, stream First Alert Weather Plus.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information. From your morning commute to your afternoon drive, we're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus.
All right, good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Finally made it to the end of the work week, and it's looking pretty good for the end of this week. We've got mostly clear skies as we take a live look from our Jackson Prep camera out in Flowood. Temperatures are starting to warm up just a little bit, but only in the upper 60s, and we're not going to see as much of a warm up today as we have seen the past couple of days. We're only going to top out in the mid 80s for this afternoon, and no need to worry about the rain gear. It's going to stay relatively dry over these next couple of days or so. So overall, going to be great for any outdoor activities. If you're heading out to the state fair, maybe grabbing some lunch or maybe going out for Friday night football is going to be pretty good as well. So overall, going to be a pretty good way to wrap up the work week, even for the first day of the weekend. Also looking pretty much the same, starting out with a slightly cooler morning in the low 60s, and then we'll top out in the mid 80s by tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, definitely not looking bad at all for Saturday. Sunday, most of us will actually stay relatively dry for especially the first half of the day, but the back half could be talking about chances of some scattered showers and thunderstorms. So that's all thanks to a system developing out of the Gulf. We'll see that tracked into our forecast. And with that, it's mainly Sunday afternoon into the evening that we could be looking at these storms starting to roll in.
Yeah. So, again, not everyone going to see the rain, but it definitely will be a welcomed sight considering we are still experiencing drought conditions across parts of central Mississippi. And then by the time we get to Monday, we actually may see a few more showers around. And then as the week goes on, we are tracking a cold front that's expected to bring us some showers, maybe a few thunderstorms as well. Still a little too early to say if there's going to be any kind of other impacts from that as it moves in midweek. But overall, it's definitely going to be a more of an unsettled weather pattern going into next week. And then as we continue throughout the end of the week, it actually looks like we'll see a little bit of a cool down, maybe some also less humid conditions, but that humidity is going to start to return to our picture starting on Sunday and into the rest of the week.
Yeah, that's really our main focus is the fact that the mugginess returns, so does the rainfall. The rain is definitely a welcome sight. Hopefully we can see that hold off just a little bit. The Sanderson Farms Championship is going on into the day on Sunday. So we'll be really focusing on Sunday because there's so many outdoor events. And even next week, the fair continues. So thankfully into the later half of next week, we'll see a much more dry area, much more dry spell. And it's going to be feeling much better into the back half of next week. But for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you definitely want to keep your reindeer close by. That's for sure.
Yeah. So temperature wise, we'll be in the mid to upper 80s over these next couple of days. And then we'll start to see the temperatures fall back to near average in the low 80s by this time next Friday, I would say. And then that's pretty much what we're tracking for the next couple of days. It's going to be quiet for now, and then looking at more unsettled weather for next week. Some of that, again, contributing to that area just off the east coast of Florida. That's expected to move in over the next day or so, and that will bring us those rain chances by the end of the weekend and into early next week. We've also got that area currently off the west coast of Africa, a 40% chance of development over these next 7 days or so. So we'll keep a close eye on that for any other kind of tropical development. But otherwise, there's something else that we're watching in the Atlantic, and we're looking at least some nice weather for the first part of your weekend. So if you have any outdoor activities, I know we've been talking about it all week long, but I definitely recommend getting out there and enjoying it, because we're just going to be looking at some more rainy and gloomy weather for next week.
Yeah, otherwise it's going to be looking pretty good for your day today. Make sure you go out and enjoy the beautiful weather at the Mississippi State Fair or at the Sanderson Farms Championship or Friday Night Football. So a lot of outdoor events, and the weather looks perfect for everything. But otherwise, I think that's all we got. So have a great rest of your day. Stay safe and enjoy the beautiful weather.